Hey, we have a second one.
That's
This?
right. We will be moving into Group E, where we will be seeing Beanie versus Sykosloth. And Group E is definitely one of those groups that I've been most interested in, as a lot of the members can really go down or go up. It's a very volatile group where everyone's kind of generally around that same level. No one's really going to dominate this group. So I am really excited to see what happens here because, yeah, I think these are both going to be really fun plays to watch.
We have a few different traits about this group. But yeah, it can be very explosive. There are a few players in there that can either just go 3-0 or 0-3 in the same breath. So here, Beanie versus Sykosloth are probably the two people that the community would put out of this group conventionally, but who knows what will happen? And well, considering that they are fighting against each other, you might as well get the win against your hardest opponent, at least perceived as hardest before the tournament has started. So
Mm.
we are gonna go back to Kotyat because OP has said that we are gonna be starting on Kotyat, and
Thanks,
Beanie
Sophie.
is gonna be playing as one of the twins, and I never bother to care about which one it is because there's only one twin at this venue right now. So
Whoa, it's the Bling Twin. Come on.
who cares? We will begin in 3, 2, 1, blinging it.
Hey, that that little tie clip's gonna make all the difference. You watch, alright? But we do see I walk up right next to the seduction target. We're gonna get 34%. We're actually gonna leave really fast, but
I love it.
honestly, I don't even think that's gonna be noticed. I absolutely respect that. Um, Early in the game when there's so much action going on, you can really just go for that. You can just leave straight away, it's fine. And we are gonna walk straight back next to our ST. We will possibly get this 3 flirt done very fast. Yeah. Oh no, it's only a white though. We'll be stuck at 61.
I mean, you are saying close, but I actually like that Beanie did not move right next to our seduction target right here, because that would be a little bit more suspicious. Instead, we're just ending up coincidentally in the same conversation. Like, that's just two AIs moving around the venue, bumping into each other. And there's gonna be a very quick banana bread as
Banana
well.
bread.
Usually, the pace is kind of gated by the flirt and getting a good banana bread where not too many people are out, but here Beanie chose to put the pedal to the metal. And well, 61% on the flirt already, banana bread done. We can just start fishing for the fourth.
Yeah, absolutely respect that. Love seeing the quick plays. And it's as you said, you don't really need to go next to the ST, especially when they're. I was about to say, especially when they're going
So
back to the
close.
conversation. But yeah, especially when there's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, you're already over halfway. You don't really need to worry about being right next to them because it's going to be easy to finish those objectives. But we will be heading over to statues. We will be receiving a highlight, but honestly, that's always going to happen when you're at statues. So it's not the biggest concern, but eyes will be a little
Ouch.
fixated on us
The
now.
red test on the inspect is painful, but we do get a green on the swap, so that is going to be our last mission. And because the investor is already at the statue, that means that the swap will be delayed further because cast members cannot swap. And this is gonna be
Oh
very,
no.
very neat now that we finish flirt and just wait, pick up the drink and enjoy our time here as we wait for the target, whichever one it may be, to go in and take that
Yeah, I
swap.
did. I did notice that Queen was just sitting at that statue, kind of waiting for the ambassador. So I would assume that Beanie is kind of focused on that now.
And
But
there's a swap.
we see the mission countdown, and we're gonna go for the shot, but it's onto Taft, and we won't make the connection onto our spy. So Psycho with the 1-0 lead at the start of the game, really well played on the green swap.
The ambassador coming in clutch to help us as well. I mean, you have seen Queen go in because Queen was, I think, delegated to swap the statue, but because there's an ambassador there already, you just can't pick up a statue that's already in someone's hands. That would be rude. So Queen leaves and buys us even more time for the sniper to forget about who was at that statue. So even if we see the swap, and I think we see the fade as well, we just can't figure out what's happening and decide to shoot on instinct, which unfortunately is sometimes wrong. Very neat
Yeah,
first
that's
game.
right. No, but you can't get them all, and really well played to both players there. Both were definitely playing relatively well, but yeah, it seems like Beanie was just able to just pull out with the spy with a little bit more. And it looks like we will be moving on to Beanie as the spy, playing as Rocker. We have had a lot of Rocker today, where we will be starting in 3, 2, 1.
Players are suddenly on the rocker. Well, Sykosloth here as the spy, just bouncing around, trying to find a nice little conversation to stand in. Not gonna go for a bug here, which I think is very much correct.
Yeah, I would assume it's quite a difficult situation to get a bug in there. The ambassador was just standing in the middle of nothing, so if you would go for a bug, it's really difficult to not be seen. So we will be getting this first seduction target though, already 34%. Really nice start. We'll be going for that 3 flirt straight away. Question is, can we keep up the pressure or will this be a slow game? We've got quite a few people at statues already though.
We don't need to keep up the pressure. Like, a banana bread here would keep up the pace,
Banana bread.
but it will knock out a few people who are already at statues, which is a little bit unfortunate because you know that once an AI has been to the statues, the sniper is really on a hair trigger to tunnel them. So knocking a few very, very high profile suspects here with this banana bread is a little bit sad for Sykosloth, but on the other hand, we have 2 minutes left, and there's only like one green test left on the flirt, and then it's just the inspects and the fourth, which the inspects are gonna be done now.
Yeah, I was about to say we see Psycho going in for the dual inspects on this side of the statue. And yeah, as you said, it's Banana Bread is a little bit scary on this map because it can really knock out a lot of high profile people really fast. Like, especially when you've got 4 people going to statues, you have a badly timed Banana Bread, 3 of those people can be knocked out instantly. And most courtyard games, you're going to be forced to head to statues for inspects anyway. So it can really not go in your favor. But we do finish our ST with 100%. We finished the 3 test, very nicely played, and we actually see Toby offers us a drink, and we get a green purloin.
And that was behind the statue all this time. I don't
Yeah,
think
that
Beanie
was
has
not
seen the
seen.
reject.
Got it for a second.
There's the purloin, there's a fade, and well,
Yeah. Pearl shot.
unfortunately for Beanie, that reject has been completely behind the statue. Look at
Yeah,
this. We do not see it at all.
that was a beautiful play by Psycho. You have to admit, that was very, very nice. That's a lovely timed green purloin. A white there would have possibly been a little game changing, but yeah, being able to get that green, just such good value, and then just goes straight to statues, just not to be seen. So yeah, really well played. It was a fast catch as well by Beanie. It was definitely immediately noticed, but yeah, just the green purloin, the death of a lot of players. But we will be moving on to high rise 1-1, all tied up. We will be seeing Beanie play teal in 3, 2, 1.
As one very wise and very silly person said, Kotyat is famously spy-sided. Glad to see the adage proven correct yet again. And here Beanie is gonna be looking for a very early seduce. Looking at the missions, we do see that it's a usual setup of oops all hartels. Just making sure that we have as many panic buttons and ways to create chaos as possible to, well, create chaos should we need it. 35% on the first flirt, it is a green, but we are standing pretty far, so not too much in terms of percentage, but you know, it's progress, and progress is better than no progress.
Yeah, no, it's as you said, we just got to get those ST rolls going, and I think we actually got 35%, so definitely enough to get 3 whites in, so it was good that we were able to make that green connection. But it looks like we will be slowing down a bit, just chilling in conversation. And this is definitely one of those maps where you really can slow down. There's really not many places to go. These 2 conversations are where the most action is happening. So definitely one of those maps where you can take a second to breathe. But, in this game, time just goes so fast. So can definitely be disadvantageous.
And also, this is probably the map in this set that is conducive to framing. Probably the only one where you can actually just get an AI to finish reliably without having to seriously wrangle them around. Thanks, OP. Um, and yeah, for now, Beanie, just gonna be playing slow, gonna be probably tracking what the party is doing because it will be a very important part once the timer starts counting down and once you need to start choosing the targets, both as a sniper and for the spy to, well, maybe put in the path with a bullet, you know? Not
No,
that I'm
that's
implying
right.
anything.
Yeah, no, that's right. But yeah, we do make the second connection. It will be 52%. So we do have enough to get a green and we can make it work. We do get a drink offer from Toby. We just decided to deny it though. And we start the flirt. We actually get the green, but it will only go up to 77. So yeah, this has been a 4 seduce game.
Well, it's still a 4 seduce game. Well, it can probably still be a 5 seduce game if we are far enough away from our seduction target. And considering that,
Banana bread.
never mind, they like us for now. There's going to be a green banana bread. There's only one person out of the conversations, which is very nice. The seduction target is gonna get redded
Oh.
away. Ouch. Probably aiming for a. Actually, that could be intentional. We could be trying to get red dress into statues or something. But here it just results in us being way behind in time. Now we need to get 2 missions done if we need to get into that mission win countdown. And the timer is already ensuring that there will be at least some overtime. So probably a timeout from Beanie. We'll see. There's a request. 3 seconds to go. The Perlin is going to be green, but flirt is not complete, which means that there is no mission win pending, which means that there is no extra time given.
Yeah, that's rough. I think that red flirt at the end really spelled out demise. They're definitely a really tough situation to be in. Possibly was going for a green right at the end of that white bar and just overestimated just a tiny bit. So, yeah, really rough to see, but very nice hold as well. Very nice hold by Psycho, not going for a quick shot there. So, can definitely respect that.
But
But yeah, I
you were
guess
correct. It was a 4 flirt game. It's just the last one was red.
yeah, so well, that's true. I guess it's true. But yeah, we will be moving into the second high-rise game where we're seeing Rocker again. We're seeing Rocker for the 16th time today. Everyone loves Rocker. It's rocking out.
Which is
Anyway, I guess
which is very wild considering there are only 12 games in the set. Either way, shall we begin in 3, 2, or 1? Playing it. So, rocker, rocker, rocker. Is there anything like that people understand about rockers that I just don't?
I don't know, man.
Like, why is
I
this
guess
suddenly the meta pick of the century?
yeah, everyone just loves rocking out. You know how it is, all right? Everyone just loves a bit of rock. But yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah. I guess
animal print is in, don't you know?
well, I guess so. Everyone loves the leopard print, but yeah, we just trying to chilling in this first conversation for a little bit, hoping that ST drops by us. Duke does not, decides to walk away. I assume that we're going to be progressing for a little bit of a chase soon. We actually get a drink offer by Toby, but we just go for the deny here.
Hmm, usually it's pretty useful to keep your hands free, especially if there is still a bunch of time to keep going, and you know that there is some actions that you will need those hands for. And here, a bug could potentially be in the cards, but there's nothing in front of us, so probably not, likely not, and definitely not as well. First flirt, however, gonna be a white, 29%, so aiming for a 3 flirt game at least if we hit a green. Otherwise, we'll need to contend with a 4 flirt. Very scary.
Yeah, not really the situation I want to be in with these slow seducers. That
We
has been the theme
probably
today. A
can
lot
bug
of
here.
Yeah, a lot of slow seducers today has been the theme, but no, I don't think we're close enough. And yeah, regardless, we're not going to go for it, and we will once again deny the drink. Really not keen on actually joining in on those ones. Yeah, but we do see Yeah, we're just kind of chilling, waiting for this ST target to refill, and only a minute 38 left, and things really aren't speeding up here.
You don't need to finish missions yourself once again. Like, you don't need to. It will be very nice because the AIs are likely not to do that. But if we have someone in mind, but in particular, I think that Teal has at least
And in
one
the red.
inspect and now has gone for the briefcase, even though it doesn't quite matter. It's still some action in the sniper's eye. The banana bread is off. There's one low light from it,
We
and
actually
only
see
about a minute to go.
we actually see Green just walk away as well, possibly leading to a frame here, and we see the highlight coming onto Alice as well, not long after
Ooh, a
the
little bit of a
banana
shake
bread.
from Beanie. Not sure about what's happening, what's going on. A little bit
Yeah,
nervous.
maybe possibly leading to a panic shot that might be occurring here. Seduce is something that you can very, very easily miss. Can be done in 2 hits, so definitely something that you gotta gotta watch out for, and it's very, very easy to let go. But it looks like that we aren't actually be going for a finish on our objectives. We're just going to try and finish
Insta talk on
with a
entry,
panic shot.
92%. Oh no, the 4 flirt
Uh,
game strikes again. We will have to leave immediately, and we are just gonna go to a timeout window, which I think a timeout is our only way to keep the game going. But here we will choose to go for the chaos control options. There's a bug, there's a flirt. Michelin countdown is here, the overtime is here as well. Will Beanie go for it? There's the beeps. Oh no, he's trying to go for it. He
no!
doesn't get it.
Oh, it
Oh
takes
no.
a few extra seconds to really register whether the shot was worth it, and it ends up backfiring big time onto Beanie. That was such a good play by Psycho, being able to really come back in those last few seconds with a flirt and a really nicely timed bug.
It's not just trying to figure out who it is because the bug into talk is pretty reasonable. You will shoot this on overtime, but look at Psycho. Look at how hard it is for Beanie to line up this shot after this drink take. Psycho has just danced and he didn't press a single move button.
Yeah, I do think that the shot it was definitely able to be taken there, but it possibly took Beanie an extra second to maybe register that the shot was ready, I suppose. So
And
definitely a really rough situation for Beanie there. That the win was there, but just didn't take it.
it's not just that, it's also that Beanie is playing from, I believe, New Zealand, which is about as far from most Summer Cup players as you can get. So it was a lag, which unfortunately played a big role here because you can see that's like what, a second at least. Just doesn't work for him.
Yeah, I think the lag will only. I think the lag will only give about 300 ping at most. So I still think that shot was possible. I think it was just slow reaction times there, to be honest. But it was a really good catch by Beanie, being able to tell who it was. As soon as it went to overtime, you're like, oh, it is Rocker. But yeah, it was just a little bit slow on on being able to make that connection. But regardless, we will be moving on to the next game where we actually will be seeing Beanie move on to Salmon on Aquarium, where we will be starting in 3, 2, 1.
So you're new, so I don't think you will remember this, but at some point there were some rules specifically against shooting too late for sync. I think there were some rules in play that if it's too late for sync, then it goes to the sniper. But I think all rules are decided if the players just decide that the game goes this way or that way. It just goes in their favor without anything trying to figure it out. And
Yeah, we actually did see a red cough before. The only problem is that we really didn't get that many lowlights out of it. Red cough behind the shark, but yeah, it looks like Psycho really wasn't ready for it because we've only gotten about one highlight, which I guess is better than nothing. But really, when you get a red cough, you really should get more value than that. Oh, we've actually got two highlights, I think. Oh, two lowlights, sorry. Oh no, one's a double agent.
I'm about to expose myself as a bad player right here. Ready? A cough is actually a good thing for a spy. There, that's my hot take. I've said it. It tilts the sniper. Usually the sniper is not ready for a cough to happen, and when the cough happens, you're always very annoyed because usually you don't get anyone who it couldn't have been. So
So
it's
you're playing
just
the mind game.
a little bit more stress. I mean, no. In terms of Beanie getting a cough here, I'm pretty sure that's just an action test issue. But usually, if I see a cough on the spy side when I'm playing sniper, it's not a good thing for me. It's
Yeah.
usually a negative.
I understand what you mean, but I think even if you get one low light out of it, I think it's probably more beneficial to the sniper than it is the spy. It just depends how much time sniper is focusing on the actual low lighting itself. Because what you can do is you can cough, and then you might be able to rush out an objective, and they might not be looking at those objectives because they want to be like, oh, who coughed? Who coughed? Like they're looking for those low lights. So I definitely understand what you mean. There's definitely a caveat to it, but I do think it's more sniper sided if they are keeping in the back of their mind. Oh, I do still have to keep a mind on Pearl and these objectives.
Meanwhile,
I have to get quick low light.
look at the glow up. We go from red to green on that banana bread.
Yeah, we do see the green banana bread coming through, and we're actually heading back to bar, possibly looking for a delegate here.
I mean, the timer is starting to get a little bit low. There's just about 70 seconds remaining in the match, and we still need to finish our flirt, which we still need one green on top of it. But it's not just the drinks that we're after. Because look at that, the fingerprint is both hard, which means that it's annoying for the sniper to track, and it's green, which means that Beanie gets it. So one more fingerprint will get us over the line in that mission and opens another opportunity to finish. However, there's not enough time, I think, to really get all our plans in order, so we will just need to late rush this in some
Yeah, I
way,
was about
shape,
to
or form.
say, we really need to get moving here. We've only got 30 seconds. We need to get this green. We don't. We
Ow!
actually receive a white. That is a problem. We need to just kick it into overdrive here, and I don't see how we're actually going to get 3 objectives done in about 20 seconds. I just really don't see it happening. I think maybe we'll
Successfully.
go for
We're
another
gonna get it done
contact.
successfully. Always believe.
All right, you know
No,
what?
the delegate
You've
timer
convinced me.
expires as well, so we can't even do that.
Nah,
But
you've convinced me. There's 4 seconds left. He can get it done.
he'll do it.
Oh, the time
See?
ad. No,
See?
what? Go! Oh, the 6 gets shot for it as well. Yeah, I don't think you're getting out of that one. When it comes down to low time, it's really, really hard to actually miss, especially a white time ad. So, yeah, good catch there by Psycho, taking the set to 4-1.
I mean, this is a little bit unfortunate because. Wait, no, that
It
was
was
actually
seen.
timed very correctly. Yes, there's no beeps disappearing because it was just timed perfectly. 0.03
Wow,
when the
there
time
really
was
should have
added.
been more lowlights because of that. There were a lot of people doing things that could have
Yeah,
gone really
see,
low.
that's the other part. When I'm playing sniper and the spy coughs, I know that my game is gonna get casted because people always cast my games for some reason, and then they will always say that I didn't lowlight enough people. You know
Yeah.
how much tilts that brings into the game?
Yeah. Well, it looks like
Yeah.
Sykosloth had a plan to like highlight everybody in conversation for the cough and then start low lighting people outside. But then at some point he was like, "Wait a second," and then just undid everything.
Yeah.
It was just like it just
What
went
have I
back to
missed
like,
there?
whatever. He just sort of gave up. And it was
Sometimes
just-
when it comes to that, because when a
Yeah.
cough happens, you're always going to be looking directly for the
Yeah.
cough, which kind of takes you away from those people at
Yeah.
bar, and that's what happens as well. You don't know who was at bar when the cough happened.
Yeah.
So honestly, when a cough happens, the best thing to do is just look at the objectives. Who's at the objectives? Great, it's not all of these people.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think the important it
See?
would be anybody at a statue, anybody at like a book, holding a book at that time. It couldn't be them because there's no way they could have gotten to there that quickly.
See, this is how annoying
Yeah.
a cough is.
But like you do at least know
We've
that-
seen 4 whole
Yeah.
minutes of gameplay, including a white timer in the end,
And we're
and
still
a
talking about-
pretty
Yeah.
honest attempt from Beanie to finish the game. Only for us to keep talking about the cough
Yeah.
instead of anything else
Yeah.
that happened.
Well, I think the important
Anyway.
thing was, I guess it's one of those things where you just gotta learn is that a single cough means that it was a white test that they abandoned, or and so that the likelihood is that they're moving, when it happens, and so they're probably not still in a conversation, although they could theoretically have twitched.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop talking about that. Next aquarium game, we do have Sykosloth playing. Sorry,
Watch another cough happen.
No.
please, no. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, we do see Psycho stepping up here as Orange Dress, where we do... Oh, we actually get redirected here. We're going back down to the south side of the map, closer to the mirror. And we will actually go right next to our ST here and just get some early seduce value.
That's better. You see how much better the cast becomes once you stop talking about fails?
Yeah, you're still talking about it, buddy. All right? Yeah, you're still talking about it. I've moved on.
Beanie lowlit Toby in the fastest time possible.
But we do see Psycho just chilling in conversation here, possibly looking for the next place to go here. Might be looking to head to bar from what I can see.
Anyway, Sari has a very nice little standing bug, which could be very potent, and especially very potent when there's a whole blue, nice little cuddly friend in front. But also pretty slow. Aquarium is a little bit of a bigger venue as far as those go in SpyParty, so might be a little bit of an issue, but for now, Psycho not two-faced, not two-faced, going for a banana bread, potentially, I assume.
Yeah, looks like we might be waiting for the shark to actually go by, but no, we're not going to go for the banana bread just yet. We do see it actually. I do believe we see the green and we see some lowlights coming off here. Yeah, not anything too crazy, but we do see about 4 lowlights on actual members that could be. So definitely starting to narrow down the party a little bit, and we see a couple of highlights coming in for bar. Psycho hasn't really done anything too crazy yet. We're just heading back to the ST again, where we will be getting up that progression where it's sitting at about 100% now, and we are done.
See, you don't need anything crazy to win a game yet. But both of those players have also, I think both of them have been a little bit of a late rushers in the games that we have seen already. So Psycho might be looking for the tail end of the game to really put up the pressure.
Yeah, well, that's right. If you've got a plan, especially going into the game, of what you want to do, and you have a nice STU doesn't run away from you, can definitely work out in your favor. We do receive a highlight, but every person who's gone to bar has basically received a highlight. So we may be getting watched for the delegate here.
I mean, which would be smart considering that we are a spy and we have a delegate.
Oh well, yeah, that is true. But I think, yeah, watching these players is definitely a different. Oh, delegates to the ambassador, very interesting play there. Yeah, definitely very different from what I've seen some other players play, where we'll go for a straight purloin very fast, or we'll go for another hardtail instantly. Both of these players seem very reserved and trying to get hardtail out of the way that quickly, which is definitely fair enough. You don't want to get caught in the first 30 seconds. Very frustrating.
So the annoying thing about the whole of this is the fact that now the ambassador is on the other side of the venue. There's 30 seconds left, and we still need one more mission. And because the ambassador took the list, and well, the ambassador cannot be the spy, that means that technically, if Beanie perfect camps, he knows who the spy is right now. But
Yeah.
it looks like Psycho is gonna be, well, no mind. There's not gonna be any shenanigans just yet. Just a little bit of a green swap mess. Well, the list is gone, so that's something. There's wheels leaving the back statue, which could be our swap target. Psycho moving as far away from the statue as possible. Going for a bug. I like it. It looks very silly because why would you do that when there's already a bug? Sorry, when there's already a swap winning you the game. But I actually like it because the sniper will be looking at all the statues and the bar as well, and getting a bug from under him is a very potent way to create chaos. Unfortunately for Psycho, Beanie is right on top of it, and that hand is very visible because the ambassador is a living bastard.
Yeah, really did not work out in the favor. I think even if the ambassador didn't move, you can still see that arm. Yeah, that arm's still pretty visible even if the ambassador didn't move. So I think it would have been caught either way, but definitely a good effort by Psycho to try and abuse the last mission win pending there. But yeah, we just don't see it work out. Regardless, we will
You
be
should have
moving on
coughed,
to
obviously.
Veranda.
That
Yeah, I
was-
should have coughed. That would have saved the game.
Come on!
But yeah,
He
we
lost
will be
that
moving
game.
on. We will be moving on to Veranda. 2 to 4, definitely still in contention for Beanie here, where we will be seeing Beanie actually go to Spy as Buns or Boots here in 3, 2, 1.
Are you glad it's not Rocker?
No, I actually need more Rocker. I changed my mind. I'm a Rocker fan now.
Fair enough. Well, we are gonna be going to the right bookshelf, which is a prime opportunity to transfer. Now that the laser is dancing every which way, the animations are even harder to notice. So, the microfilm is taken out of the book. However, it's the second microfilm that kills you, not the first.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely, I understand Beanie going for that first hard tell. I really respect that because the venue's so crazy at the start. The sniper really, it's difficult to know where to look. So very very nice microfilm there, especially with the green as well. The green's going to be so hard to catch when you're trying to get cast low lights and you're trying to see statues. Definitely a good play by Beanie.
And well, if you wait, we have phantom something. Probably a swap, judging by the uh,
Oh
amount
no,
of gray on my screen.
We think a swap's happened. Oh no, and only 3 people are highlit. Yeah, I think
So
he's gonna have to mess up really bad to get caught here.
the fun part here is that Beanie doesn't know that this is happening, or I mean, likely doesn't know that this is happening. So he still needs to finish missions. He still thinks he's playing a normal spy game, even though it really is not a normal spy game anymore. There's a bug, so it is a start.
Yeah, it's not saying at all because he's not even going to be looked at. I assume that Psycho's eyes are going to be firmly planted on the people he thinks could have. It must have, yeah, as you said, it must have been a swap that didn't happen, obviously, but Psycho must have miscounted and maybe saw, oh, was that a bird? Like, so yeah, that's really rough.
Yeah, but the game, funnily enough, is still not over because for uh, Psycho, he needs to figure out which one of the two, well, 3 people it is. So he will spend this whole time differentiating between the eyes. Meanwhile, Beanie doesn't know that this happened, yet again, because the spy does not see highlights or lowlights. So he will need to complete his missions anyway. You would be surprised the amount of games I've lost where I was lowlit immediately at the start of the game for something very stupid that I just did not realize I was lowlit.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to get some more ST value here. We really aren't going to be watched, so we could go crazy. But yeah, that's right. Beanie just has no idea that there's so many lowlights on the venue, so it's definitely a bit of a, well, not an awkward situation to be in, but definitely a lot of lack of information on Beanie's side. Could play very aggressive, but just has no idea. So it would be really rough to see a timeout here.
And while I'm not saying that we don't have any progress, but I'm just saying that so far we have, well, 2 missions completed if we count the flirt and the microfilm in our hand together as 1 mission completed, but it's really just one. So now we are gonna go for the transfers. There is still a chance that Psycho catches one of those heart eliminations at some point, which is not likely, is very much not likely, but would be also a way that Beanie can lose this game.
Yeah, it looks like we will actually getting the green microfilm, so we will transfer the microfilm. That is another objective done. We still need to get 3 done in 30 seconds. Going to be extremely difficult. Looks like we will be going for a
The banana bread knocks
contact
out
here.
both Queen and Smallman here, so this brings it down to Syk, but Syk doesn't have real banana bread. So for Psychos, there's just no one in the party who's finishing.
Yeah,
point.
there's just no one to shoot. It's just, oh no.
We're picking up a
Beanie.
fingerprint. Wait a second, that's not progress.
Oh no, Beanie, no! He ran out of time. Oh, that is rough.
See, exactly.
And yeah, I guess Psycho takes it 5-2.
I'm about to call myself out as a bad player once again. Ready?
Alright, I'm ready.
If the sniper catches a phantom, it's very bad for me as a spy because I still don't know that I'm not a lowlight, and I just get blasted on cast if I time out, which I will because I've timed out more games that you have ever played, I think.
That's, yeah, I mean, well, and you've timed out a lot of games then.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, my little bit of advice is that even if you don't know that you're a low light, you should still, try and finish missions. Whether or not you think you're a highlight or low light or neutral light, try to finish missions.
And even if we ignore the whole Beanie unfortunately timing out in this game, this banana bread is just very nasty for Beanie because this means that Psycho doesn't have anyone to shoot. Because Psycho has 3 suspects, one of them just has no real DB, and the other ones are just out.
Yeah. But I mean, I think at that point, Psycho was just so all in on those 3 suspects that even if he had eliminated all of them, Psycho would have just been kind of lost.
I mean, you see, as soon as he realizes what's happening, he immediately just goes all in on Purloin, because that's the only way he can really scrap his back.
Also, anyway, we got Rockers back.
Yay!
Yeah, what is with Rocker today? Everyone just loves playing Rocker.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that you like seeing Rocker spy?
No, I mean, I love seeing Rocker. I mean, Rocker goes hard, right? But, I just don't understand why everyone just loves Rocker. Everyone just wants to see Rocker, I guess. But let's rock on into the next set, where we'll be playing Rocker, and 3, 2, 1, go. And I do hope to see something really early here. Oh, we could have actually gone for a really quick bug there, but I actually think it was the right idea not to. Probably would have been caught. We do be seeing the cast lowlights happening right now and just going to an empty conversation, which I do think... Oh, wow, okay. No, we don't.
I'm pretty sure that after this cast, the first sniper to bring paper to a Summer Cup match will just win by default.
Anyone but Rocker.
Anyway,
yeah, we do see a slow start though. This is quite a slow start to the game, I will say. We have gotten 2 circles where both of them are the S tier, no contact, nothing like that really happening. We have taken a drink, but no real value from it, no fingerprint, nothing like that, so...
I mean, the fun part of SpyParty is that, well, there exists a sniper. He's not in the game's name, but he is in the game itself, and there are actually quite a few highlights on the venue for Beanie to keep track of, so Sykosloth kind of flying under the radar for the time being. It's not gonna give us much because, well, we aren't doing anything, but we aren't doing anything, so there's no reason to look at us. Kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point.
That is true, and it looks like we're actually going to try and go to our ST, but that conversation does look quite full, so we might not be able to just get in there just yet. But it is, as you said, if you're playing slow at the start, definitely triggers that, well, there's no reason to look at me, so I can play a little bit more aggressively for a time. But yeah, nothing's really getting done. We've got 2 minutes 30. Over a third of the time's already gone, and we've only got 1 fingerprint.
I mean, 1 fingerprint is not too bad. You will still need to find the second one, but fingerprint is a very nice little way to sidestep any, well, purloins, any bugs, any heartles, really. And now you can just go to the statue after the ambassador, just pick up that, pick up the inspects, and now we're starting to cook. We will still have no flirt, which is very unfortunate and very annoying, and something that we will need to figure out. I actually kind of like this. We are gonna start on inspect before going to the fingerprint statue, and I think we will be going there because there's no reason not to.
Yeah, definitely. And we actually don't pick up a
No
highlight
lines.
for it. Oh, no, we're not. We're possibly maybe following the ambassador for something else. Maybe we didn't see it. But we do have that first inspect, so we're going to need to get another pair in. And we were at books before, but we didn't actually pick up a blue microfilm.
We are gonna go for the flirt, which is nice because flirt is probably our main issue, which we will need to like solve before our time is out because flirt is the mission that takes the longest to complete.
Yeah, it is, but this is quite a slow game. We do leave pretty fast. We're going to need to kick it into overdrive here because we
And
have really not gotten that much
now we
done.
can go to that statue, and now there's been more time since the ambassador was there, so the print is still there, but there is a chance that the sniper does not remember.
No, we still do get the print though. We will be receiving that, and we will be getting our inspect to 2 out of 3. It doesn't actually opt to stay there for the second inspect, which I find interesting, considering you're going to be picking up the highlight for it anyway. But we do get that done at the very least. We will be heading back to this conversation to finish the
And back
seduce.
to the same spot in the conversation as well, which makes it even more suspicious. And we
It
will.
does. The question is though, are we remembered for being here? Because we were not highlighted at that point.
So, what's the angle for the game finish? Bug,
I don't think there
banana
is one.
bread, inspect?
Nah,
Or
I don't
banana
think there is
bread,
one.
bug, inspect, swap?
There isn't one. There's no way. I just don't see it
Bug,
happening.
we go back. There's a statue, 10 seconds on the clock, there will be overtime. We are gonna go for the inspect. It's a white test, leaving us with about 3 seconds to finish the game. We can still green this. No, we white. There's
We
a
see the white.
swap, there's
Yeah.
our overtime, and look at this.
Yeah.
Beanie taking an additional second here, waiting until the overtime beeps actually trigger to make sure that this is a finish. There's no reason to shoot if it's not overtime.
Yeah, it is similar to the high rise game where they took an extra little second to really register the shot. But regardless, it does make a connection onto Psycho here, taking it 3-5. Down but not out. Still a possible win here for Beanie if they actually win all 4 games. So definitely still in contention here. But we will be going into the most difficult one in my opinion, where we're onto Pub as the spy, where we will be playing as 7 Danger. So we will be starting in 3, 2, 1.
And Salmon, which I don't think we've seen necessarily too much Salmon, but that's at least the second game of his, I remember.
Yeah, we saw him on Aqua before.
So, yeah, Salmon is kind of a character that's just around.
Just around. He just exists.
No, no, literally, that's the only thing I can say about Salmon. Like,
Yeah, he's just in the game.
he's around. He doesn't have anything like outstanding, and he
Oh.
kind of blends in on Modern or Aquarium or well, Pub, kind of, but not really. Salmon color is just very prevalent in the game's aesthetics.
The ambassador not going for a bug there, definitely respect that. We actually walk right to the side of the map, just going to cool off for a little bit. We do have the fingerprint done already, so well, 50% done already, so definitely started our objectives, which is nice, but it looks like we're going to look for some ST value, I would assume. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be heading straight on over to Tex and try and get some greens here to start this seduce. No, we won't though, we'll just be getting a white.
If this goes this way, we would be on track for a 4 flirt game, which on Pub will be suicidal. The double agent leaves, but I think that was a suspected one anyway, so we don't care much.
Yeah, looks like the double agent is sorry. Of course, Sniper's not going to know that, but for Beanie, it's not really much of a problem.
Sari as a double agent is a little bit of a dangerous choice. We have talked about how there's a lot of ground to cover on Pub, and with the double agent being slow, there's a chance that they will be stuck somewhere that you don't want them to be, and they will just not make it to a conversation when you need it.
Yeah, we actually saw the double agent. We saw the contact there, and we actually saw a very quick leave considering it was a green, but we were high lit for it. Really did not like that. We actually just take the guest list straight away. We see a lot of
Oh,
lowlights coming in. The question is, does he think it was a delegate? I think that maybe they were waiting for Wheels to do
I
the
love
delegate
this.
there. Yeah,
So,
I think that's a really bold play.
ow! This was our ticket. This fingerprint was our ticket. If we get this fingerprint, then we just flirt for the win and we don't care. And now we need to find the fourth. Now we need to specifically move around. We need to produce more activity, which after you have brought the party down to two, you really want the other guy to be doing things and you not to be doing things. And here we are forced to move around. Maybe even
Yeah.
there is a call to just go to the statue that the ambassador is inspecting right now and make the sniper guess that we are not the spy because we would not have been over completing. But here,
Oh wow, he takes the shot onto Wheels here. What?
we,
Okay.
I mean, I've talked about the other guy doing more things, right? And while we are sitting in the same conversation and doing not much, Will's over here is moving around, and once he starts talking, that's a flirt, that's a shot.
Yeah, I do understand that. Yeah, just a bit of a miss shot coming in from Psycho there, allowing Beanie to really get back into this game. Definitely, yeah, definitely really well played by Beanie. Just going straight for the immediate purloin. I really respect that. Trying to frame Wheels there. Really well done.
That's the power of framing, really. It's either you or the other guy, and if you can just be patient and believe in the frame, which Beanie, I think if most people were in Beanie's spot right here, they would have tried to flounder around completing missions, trying to get the
Yeah,
fingerprint, trying to get the flirt. And
yeah. Well,
at
you
this
have to
point,
remember as well. Yeah.
really, for Sykosloth, you just shoot for a talk, which exactly what happens.
Well, you have to remember as well, last game Wheels went straight to statues, so that would have been an inspect done as well. So
Oh
it was a
boy.
really good frame target. It really was. But regardless, anyway, we will be moving on to the next game. We're going to be Psycho on Red Dress, where we will be playing on pub in 3, 2, 1. And we will be spawning right at the side of it. Isn't really where you want to be, but oh, we're gonna actually snuggle up right next to the ST here, which is very nice. Doesn't look suspicious at. Oh, that was weird. That was weird pathing by Disney.
No one cares about passing. Passing is not real. It can't hurt
I
you.
know, but it was just gross to watch. He like stopped and then left, and now he's coming back. All right.
Funnily enough, AI stopping is actually pretty valid. It's kind of a classic thing for an AI to do in this game if they have no idea what's happening and just need to stop and figure out a
No,
new
I
way,
know.
new place for them to move to.
No, I mean I know. It just looks bad. It just looks wrong.
There are like at least 3 people in the community that would lynch you for that statement.
Alright, well, whatever. Alright, that's their problem. Okay, most people don't just sit away from conversations, do they? Okay? Alright, now we are actually going to go for a delegate, I would assume, here. We're going to try it, yeah. We're going to receive a highlight for it, but that is the pub game. We are going to be receiving a highlight for just going to the bar, which isn't a huge problem, but they are a lot of people that have been to bar recently, so definitely a good time to go.
I mean, to be completely fair, no one would be sitting outside of the conversation in this game, except for maybe Wills, because everyone is standing. There, I said it.
Yeah,
Either way,
we
second flirt,
actually
61%.
yeah, we actually do get that second float off, so this might be a 3 or 4 float game with a green or white. But it looks like I would assume we would be delegating soon if we want to start getting these objectives done. We will just be going for a normal sip, not really moving around the venue too much. We're happy just to kind of sit here and exist.
That's a real double agent, so a banana bread is now on the cards. Ooh, Disney is going to the bars. That might be seen as us delegating.
Banana bread.
Yeah.
There's a
Okay, we
banana bread as
actually.
well, and we are gonna banana split. So
Yeah, that was a very nice split, I must say. The delegate timer does go off, so we did not make it happen. So we might be playing this a little slowly. I think we will be going for another sip. And still one sip to go, minute 20 seconds, still going to get 3 objectives done. I really think this green needs to be hit on the seduce, or we might be in a pickle. Ooh, no, we went to the other side of the conversation.
I mean, we still need a green. Like, if we don't hit a green, we don't finish flirt anyway. And this is far
Wow.
enough away not to seem suspicious and close enough that we can just green for the flirt. Okay, now
Yeah,
we
and
are
as
2
you
missions
said,
away. There's a
yeah,
minute left.
yeah, definitely doable. We have seen a lot of rushes in the end game from these two players, so yeah, we will see what happens here. But we do see the ambassador walking on away. Psycho is really trying to think of how can I finish this game. It's going to be a little bit difficult, possibly going for an immediate purloin here, or
General
we
did
will be
talk.
heading over to statues.
Okay, we are gonna go for the inspect. Maybe even a swap potentially, but not likely. Considering that those are usually watched. There's a green. There's a green. It will give us overtime at least. And now we can just frame Purloin on someone else. Potentially.
Yeah, possibly head to bar and yeah, just try and make someone else look bad. But yes, we do head to bar. We ask for the drink. Question is, it is now overtime. So what does Beanie want to do here? This could be quite a difficult shot to make. We do see the
Ooh.
drink coming through. Someone is heading over to statues.
Smallman is at
Yeah,
the statue right now, so we are trying to delegate. We are hoping the general gets over there before the swap triggers, I think. Salmon covering for Smallman. There's an animation. Wow.
no, but we do see the statue where we will be taking the shot onto Red Dress. Really nice shot by Beanie. Actually being able to tie the set 5-5, heading into Tayen. Really well played on the pub game.
It's not even that we see the statue. I don't think we actually do. It's the fact that the beeps have started because it's below 0 and Michelin countdown is here, so overtime beeps are helping. And we see the list. The list is not gone, which means that it's either a time ad or a swap. And well, which one
Yeah.
of those options is more likely? Yeah. Interesting attempt by our spy here to get the purloin while the swap is hanging, but unfortunately, Sniper gets it. And we are off to Tayan, where we are playing for all the marbles, which we might not have lost yet completely. However, Red Dress is going to be our spy, Sykosloth is going to be our sniper, and the game shall start in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, we will be loading as Red Dress here. We're going to let the Spy AI actually take us to our first location here. It will be a conversation that really is pretty dull, to be honest. Not really much going on here. Yeah, I actually do like that early hardtail. Not much really going on here. We're not going to request a drink or anything. We've still got one in hand, so we need to get rid of that. And yeah, we on TN, there's definitely time to kind of slow down because you've got a lot of action going on TN. It is sometimes hard to see stuff like bugs and sometimes fingerprints going on in the background. But yeah, we do see Red Dress heading over to the bookcase. Actually, we did get a seduce here onto General, where we will be taking the book over to this conversation.
And we will be getting a second one right here as well. 75, so unfortunately we were not close enough anyway, I think, to get it in 2, but we will get it comfortably in 3. So that's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
nice
fair.
for pacing in that way. We do have a book in hand, so I think this book will go into green about 2 minutes later or so. We'll see.
Yeah, we do see Beanie here just kind of chilling out, not really in a rush to finish the objective. Still got the blue book in hand, maybe looking for a microfilm, which I actually don't see too much on this map. I don't see too many players going for microfilm, at least from what I've seen. So it would be interesting to see whether that connection would actually occur. But it looks like we do head to the other conversation with nothing in it. We've already finished our seduction, so not too sure what we're doing here.
Well, waiting mostly. Still
Well, yeah,
waiting for.
I mean, I know, but we've only got a minute 30, right? We got to start moving. Beanie's just going a little bit slow for my
It's
taste.
the
Obviously,
yen. It's the
look,
yen. Everything is in
okay.
the same spot. Bug comes pre-checked. You don't need to worry too much, my
And there's
friend.
still 3 objectives to be done. I don't think Beanie's going to be getting out of this game with all 4 objectives done. There might be a miss shot, but yeah, going to be a difficult one to really walk out. The question is,
Just,
can they take the bookshelf straight to green?
just find a good banana bread for Irish. She already has middle inspect. She already has at least one print in both eyes. Just get her a banana bread while she's talking, and that should be enough. And well, then you bugs and you put the book in, or you put the book in now. Fair enough.
Yeah, we actually take the book straight to green. It looks like we're just going to chuck it in. The question is it being watched, or will there actually be a timeout? Could be a possibility as well.
Put the book, go into the conversation with the double agent, gets the banana bread, and then finds find Irish Dad. Oh, a reverse hand.
Oh, that was a bug there. The question is, was it seen? I don't actually think it
Banana
was.
bread.
It looks like we
And the
aren't going to
green
be
dust.
going for the shot.
Nice.
And we're going to be making a connection. We will be making the shot onto Beanie. That was a really, really nice shot there from Sykosloth, who's actually able to take it up to 6-5. We'll be going for the tie. Yeah, that was really well played. They must have just seen the arm or
I
something.
need to see that bug again.
Yeah, they must have just seen it because that was. I don't know why they didn't shoot straight away.
I mean,
It's weird.
because banana bread is not up yet, and you need that fourth mission.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he was doing a good job of counting those missions, but I think if you see the bug, there's really no reason not to shoot. But I guess waiting for that banana bread is understandable. You know, it's someone in conversation. So still, it was definitely a good shot by Psycho. Well done, being able to tie the set. Oh, sorry, take the set to a worst case scenario, a tie for Psycho. So very well done.
the entry looks pretty weird, but I don't think I see a bug in there, which means that I'm a bad sniper. But look, yeah. So I don't think Psycho is sure that the bug happened, but I think he might be having a microfilm, and he might be having the banana bread, which is why we wait for the banana bread before taking the shot anyway. Either way, now Beanie is gonna be sniping for the win here. Sorry, for the tie here, while Psycho is picking up pearls for our last game of the evening in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And I really don't mind playing Pearls on TN, very slow, but honestly, when you're on such a map that's so small, it really doesn't matter who you play. You can really choose to play these really slow characters, so.
And considering that you pick your characters, I would be highlighting pearls much more likely against you on TN. Noted.
Well, yeah, sorry, I'll make sure to play Pearl on TN, then your highlight's not wasted. But yeah, we do see an actual instant stop talk, which I do find interesting, but doesn't look like it's been noticed. We are going to leave and go for middle statues, going straight for the 3 inspects.
Yeah, now that is gonna get us a highlight. Alright.
Yeah.
The stop talks are very subtle and they're not watched by people usually. There's exactly one venue where most people are looking for them, and that's the venue where you don't do them anyway. But here, the middle inspects are a much more convincing argument for a highlight.
Yeah, it's very understandable. Middle inspects, it's not really something you want to touch. I mean, when you're doing middle inspects on TN, you know you're getting high loot no matter what, so this is the way you're playing. And I'm sure Psycho is not really worried about that. Really respect Psycho just playing for the win here, just going all out. I love that. And we see the purloin as well. We see a green purloin. The question is it being tracked? We're actually going to see it offered to the double agent here, and we see the take from the double agent.
Oh, this is not good.
Yeah, this could be really bad.
The list has been gone, I think.
I don't know, actually. I don't know whether we've seen it go, but we don't see any highlights or lowlights coming off. So if we have seen it, we're not making any big plays. We obviously weren't tracking it very well.
Ooh.
That is really bad. Oh, yeah, we saw the banana bread and went straight for the sieve shot.
I like that shot. It actually makes some amount of sense. We see Queen had statues earlier, and we do highlight Queen 4 statues. So you see a Purloin, you don't. I don't think you have the Purloin, but you see a Purloin, and well, Queen just goes to finish statues as well, so that's your second mission. I think there is some argument to wait until the banana bread is sounded, which is uttered right as we are shooting, which is never a good sign to see. This is so unfortunate.
Yeah, no, I do understand that. You put forward a really good point of when they, go there right after the purloin. It's scary because once you see the purloin gone, it's safe to assume that the seducer's already happened because there's not really many places to go. So, no, I completely understand that shot, and it was a good timed shot by Beanie. Just happened to be on the wrong person. So yeah, really rough to watch. But congratulations to Sykosloth, who will actually take that set 7-5 and will be taking the win over Beanie there. Really well played by both players. 5-5 and Tien is always really fun to watch. But yeah, congrats to Syko for taking that one out.
That was a set. That was definitely 12 games of SpyParty.
Honestly, I think the only issue was that they didn't cough nearly enough.
They didn't lowlight enough people after the cough.
Yeah, no, I mean, they needed more coughing. That would have, one beat,
You know what? I would like to discuss more Gen 1 Pokemon with you, but for now, I think this is it for us today. I'm not sure if there is a cast tomorrow. There definitely will be at least
there is
12 more games.
I believe there is a
next
cast
week.
planned. I mean, I don't know who's scheduled to host it or whatever, but it should be another cast tomorrow around the same starting time as this one.
So yeah, another cast tomorrow. Game's called SpyParty. You can see it on screen.
Oh, is
where
that
to
what
get
this
it.
is?
Yeah. Wait, you don't know what SpyParty is? You've been hosting tournaments for 10 years or something. No?
Yeah, no, explain it to me. I only have 6 accounts. I think you need 7 before you really understand it.
SpyParty is a game where there is a spy and a sniper and a whole bunch of AIs. The goal of the spy is to time out in the most convincing fashion.
Okay, wait, so Beanie won this set, is what you're saying.
While the sniper is trying to lowlight everyone after a cough happens.
Oh, man, that seems too hard.
Regardless, anyway, everyone, thank you for watching. The games today were really good. They were really enjoyable to watch, and all 4 players played extremely well. They all came down to 7-5s, which are always really entertaining to watch, especially when you go into TN tied. But yeah, well played to all players. If you want to join the Discord, I do believe there is a link somewhere in the
discord.gg/SpyParty, or you can also just search for the SpyParty server in Discord itself, and I believe it will give you the server as well.
I think in the SpyParty, just in the main screen, there's buttons that'll take you to Discord and Twitter and whatnot.
Fascinating.
Yep.
Either way, I believe the signups for the auxiliary tournament for the Summer Cup, the Megalodon Motel, are already open. If you're not currently still participating in Summer Cup, you can sign up for Megalodon Motel, which is a bunch of Swiss, a few rounds of Swiss that are played on Summer Cup setups that are a little bit of casually competitive fun for people to get more ingrained with the scene.
Yep.
What else?